What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about the aging narcissist and the supply they want from you. One of the worst things to imagine about a narcissist is an aging narcissist. That old grouchy kind of set in their ways type folk. The kind who it's only gotten worse with age. They've only gotten worse throughout the years. No matter how much you've given them the benefit of the doubt and room to change, all the space in the world will not be enough for the narcissist to change their ways. They are who they are, they know what they are doing, and they choose to be that way. Because at the end of the day, it's all about choice. And you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself, do I want to be this way? No matter what a person has gone through, it shouldn't give you an excuse to mistreat others and just to be this horrible person, who wears a mask and the biggest fraud in the world of pretending to be good people. So, whether you come up under one strict policy and control, they all feel that same narc entitlement to you. And when you don't give them that supply that they desire, they all do this one thing. And that one thing is devalue your character. But there are three ways that they do so. And the first way narcissists devalue your character, I'm really talking about the aging narcissist, is they idealize themselves as being a very important person, as being more than you. We all know that they already think high of themselves. They think they're God's gift to the world. They think they are God. They hate God. They're jealous of God. They think you're end all be all. And a narc parent, especially an aging narc parent, they have a sick way of showing you just how much they don't care about anything good that you have going on in your life. When you left that narcissistic control, you did a good thing. That was one of the first things you ever accomplished, actually. So the narcissist is going to hate you forever because you weren't the one to stay home forever and just constantly give them their narc supply. So you're the one that got away, and they hate the ones that got away, even if, they're their own children, But they idealize themselves as being very important and being more than you. They put themselves above you, and they put themselves before you at all times. They will never feel like they owe you any type of respect. They will never congratulate you and show how proud they are as a parent of your accomplishments. Number two, they put you down as never reaching your life's desires or goals. And that's one of the most sick and twisted things that they can do, is to throw in your face that you didn't accomplish a goal. I personally think that narc parents have a lot to contribute to a person's depression. A lot of times those narc parents, they push you on the edge of not wanting to be here anymore because they've never really gave you that support system that you needed to keep going, to even believe in yourself. If anything, they just took from you and took from you, chopped you down, and constantly remind you of why you can't make it, why you won't accomplish, why you won't win. If anything, they constantly show you, the negative side of everything, because narcissists are very negative. They thrive off negativity. They hate your positivity. They hate the positivity that you receive from other people. They're very jealous of the love and attention and support you get from others. That's why in those moments that you receive all that love, They love to come in and hijack your moment and put the spotlight on themselves. And what I mean by they love to put you down because you never reach your life goals is that because they, you know, have barely accomplished anything or even their failed accomplishments, they're so high on themselves. They put themselves at such a high standard to where a narcissist, they look at their failed accomplishments as being better than and more than your actual accomplishments. And that's a sick, that's delusional to even think that way, but that's how they are. Um, and number three is they just have like this grandiose attitude. Of course, we all know that about them. They are always in a constant need of acknowledgement or recognition. And the greetings, they constantly need to be greeted. Speak to me. You got to speak to me. You can't just walk by me and act like you did. They'll even say things like that, like, so you don't see me standing over. Like, who cares if somebody don't want to speak to you or they didn't speak to you? Because maybe it's not about them not wanting to. It's like, why make a big deal over things like that? Who cares? But that's not how narcissists think. A narcissist can be surrounded by a crowd of people who's giving them all the attention that they desire, and they're still not satisfied if you walk past them without speaking. They're big on that. And I recently encountered an aging narcissist. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I know I never spoke on an aging narc, but I have spoken on those narc parents. They're similar ways, except the aging narc, they're worse. It's worse because now you start to see that, damn, they never had a heart. They never had a heart. And if you were, you never received, they were never able to show you empathy or, just show you the softer side of them, a genuine softer side of them. Don't hold your breath thinking that they're going to change when they get up in age, because it's not going to happen. Like they say, hell gonna freeze over before you see a narcissist become the opposite of what you used to them being. It's not gonna happen, you know. But they got that grandiose attitude. They need you to always acknowledge them. And they feel that way because they never really felt like they exist. The narcissists feel empty inside. They've been dead. They have been dead for a long time. And it's like they need so much of narcissistic supply to feel alive. They need that attention from you so they can feel better about themselves. And they will never get enough. They will never get enough. And it's a high. It's a high that they're going to take to their grave. I even remember a narc parent texting her son, telling them, like, since you won't give me money, you know, you're going to need me again. I don't wish nothing bad on you, but God provides for me, so I don't need you. You're going to need me before I need you. And then on top of that, they threaten them with, as a matter of fact, anything I ever done for you, I want it back. And I'm going to give you so much time to return such and such back to me, and then when the person wasn't giving them the supply, a reply or a response or whatever, or reaction, they come back with, and as a matter of fact, when I die, don't come to my funeral. And I'm like, boy, they just don't stop. They just don't stop. They try their best to really get up under your skin and make you feel like nothing. That's how they devalue your character. And when you fail to give them that type of supply, they criticize your character as being less than. I've even had my narc neighbor to question me about something. She already knew that I'm not someone's daughter. And she was like, oh, I should have known that, because if you were, they would speak to me. So it's just the crazy things like that about the age. And see, right now I'm having some work done to my house, like I'm getting the trimming painted, and which is long overdue, you know. And trust me, the neighbors, they notice that, especially the narc neighbor. But that old aging narc neighbor, it's like, you know, they notice things about everyone else around them, and they immediately become compatible. They want to compare what they have to what you have. And they weren't even thinking about nothing like that until they see you with it. It's like a person will show you how jealous they are when they see you with something. And now all of a sudden they want it. That's jealousy. And the aging narcissist is just the same. But I'm having my house painted. I've always loved to keep a freshly manicured yard. And it's getting summertime. Y'all know, and the grass is going to grow faster. So I'm going to keep my grass cut every week or every 2 weeks. My palm tree, I've always kept it nicely trimmed and kept up. My bushes, everything, just which makes it, very comfortable living to have your house kept up. Whereas the narc, they're known for being pack rats. They're very big eyed. They want everything they see. They store everything they have. They don't know how to throw nothing away. They're junky. And a lot of time, all of that stuff is just what they use as supply bait. They do that to love bomb people. So that aging narcissist, they notice that things are changing around my house and they're jealous of it. And at the same time, I've never been the type to really socialize much, you know. And with me being like the youngest person on this street that lives in the house and I'm not trying to sound no type of way, but my house is the most admirable one on the street, probably on the block. And I've been here a long time, well over 12 years. I've seen people come and go. But who's been here longer than me is the aging narcissist. So trust me, when they put those dark uh shields up around their front porch and just things to where they can see out but you can't see them, they're doing it for a reason, because they like to just sit and watch and just spy and just pay attention to everything about you. And they're going to know when you're coming and when you're going. They know your routine. They're going to pick up on all that. And so when I return home today, I'm getting out my car. I'm putting groceries bringing groceries in the house. And she sends her son. Now, she set it up that way to send her son across the street to me. And he was like, "Are you such and such daughter?" And I'm like, "No." "Oh, okay, because my mom said that can be her daughter, because if that was her daughter, she would come speak to me." So, see, that's one of the ways that they try to devalue your character. Like, if you're less than because you don't greet them. It's not a big deal that I don't speak to you. And the way you handle that is just by continuing to not speak to them if you don't want to. That kills them, because I was like, "Oh, okay then." I wasn't gonna give no explanation. "Oh well, I don't mean no harm. I'm sorry about that. Tell her I say hello." No, I'm not giving you the satisfaction because I don't care, and that's how you have to treat the narcissist. And even the aging narcissist, there's no disrespect. You don't owe them anything. You're not harming them. They hate that you're private. They hate that you mind your own business. You happy, you at peace, and you don't bother nobody. And they hate that because it takes away supply from them. They want a piece of everything good that you have going on. They need to be a part of your shine. And I'm not going to give her that satisfaction. And then she screams out, "Hey neighbor, how you doing? I'm doing some work in my yard." Jealousy. Now all of a sudden you want to do some work to your house because you see that there's things being done in my house. It's crazy. But that those are the things that the aging narcissists do when they can't get supply from you. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.